Hi everyone, just had to restart this stream. Had a bit of a technical difficulty there getting things running. So I figured the best thing to do is start over and try again. Now it seems like there's a bit of a bitrate issue, but it should be okay. Um, may have to go with a different streaming software, but it seems like YouTube seems to be fine and is just having some trouble with X every once in a while. But we'll get that sorted out. Every day we get better and better, and eventually we'll just be moving to our own streaming servers that should give us flawless connections. So just going to wait a minute before getting started, but we're coming back online for New York Part 2 with SPDas, continuing where we left off from London this morning, a few hours ago, and of course, following along with the market narrative. IT Trader was just on earlier, covering smart money ICT concepts. Give me a moment, please, while I get things set up. Thank you. Looks like the streams have been recalibrated, so we'll be starting very shortly. Once again, hope everyone's having a great trading day, investing day, whatever it is you do. Bit rate on stream seems good at this time, so we'll be starting any moment now. So just a quick follow-up from before. Um, we are looking to speak to project owners on our fundamental session. So anyone who's listed on any exchange, any stock exchange, token exchange, whatever it is that has a cool project, any startup, anything that's verified, uh, we're looking for anything decentralized, uh, uh, any projects that have to do anything with sustainability as well. Super interested in all this. Please give us a DM if you know anyone or put us in touch. We will make sure to uh, pre-script and field questions so that there's no surprises, of course. That's very important. And we'll keep it nice and professional. So SPDas is about to join. He's starting the New York Part 2 session. We'll be um, picking up where we left off from this morning's London session.
ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. ForexLens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with ForexLens. Check out our performance at ForexLens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. ForexLens.com.
Alrighty, Mr. SPDas, you are good to go at any time.
All right. Thank you, Igor, and welcome back, ladies and gents. Let's get started without wasting a moment here. Let's continue on the story where we left for starting with Euro, and then we'll touch base with all that we normally do, but we'll focus more on the US indices as well this session. So the story continues. I mean, last Friday we were discussing about Euro potential bottoming out around the 1.0230 handle, and over about 200 pips have it's already rallied, and the first resistance, major resistance around 1.0450 should be taken out pretty much soon. It's already 1.0415 on the price action. So before trying to analyze or do anything else, let's quickly, because the wave counts are the one which help us trade. Those who are joining new or fresh, please make a note that euro larger degree trend is up with a five-wave movement, followed by a three-wave complex corrective wave ABC, and normally C wave would unfold as an impulse or a diagonal. In this case, it looks like an impulse which is complete, and the proof is right there in front of the screen right now with the price action rallying almost close to 200 points in the past 24 hours. I think we left Friday somewhere below the 1.03 handle. All right. Not exactly the touch base of the Fibonacci 61.8% as the dollar index has done, but it's good to go actually. Just about 20 points on a daily chart doesn't really matter. So finally, I think we have a candlestick pattern. Last two sessions we have been vouching for an engulfing bullish. A practically tradable engulfing bullish has now appeared. Of course, the candle is still not closed for the day, but we are good to go on the long side. So short traders, if you're still on the short side, it's good to cover your positions and flip the trades. Actually, the risk is we can definitely with more confidence suggest that the risk is just below the 1.0200 mark, or just around the 1.0200 mark, and let me also flip the chart on an hourly. In fact, if you're following past day at the Tokyo, Sydney, and the London, we were pointing out two resistances. Immediate resistance was around 1.0375, and next one around 1.0450. Now, I would not be surprised if I think that could be that's just a quick potential wave 4 or wave A of a three-wave corrective decline, but it's almost taken out 1.0450. That's uh, that's livable actually. If you take this as the first lower degree wave, and try and take an I don't have a wave 2, so a hypothetical extension would be the short-term target would be, let's see, the 560 mark, which is close to the previous resistance. They can also ideally push around the 1.07 mark. Please remember this rally, okay, let me flip the chart to a daily once again. This particular which is almost beginning on the north side is either wave C of one larger degree or wave 3 of one larger degree. Either ways, it's going to be the fastest and the quickest one. All right. The magnitude I've already told it should be around 1500 points, quite equal to what the first wave was. 5, 3, another 5 wave rally. This is what we are going to capitalize on. All right. So risk remains just around 1.02, and buying on dips is recommended in the euro. You can the optimized level. I'll just give a quick view. Could be around 1.03 handle. That's a 61.8% touch again. The most optimized level to enter buying. If you're an aggressive kind of a trader, you can go ahead and buy even now, but the risk is around 1.02. We prefer buying on dips for euro. Now let the chart index. And it's just a few hours back when we were talking about the first support being taken out. You can watch the past video as well. Was the initial target for the dollar index bears to target, right? It's been taken out already. So we are ready with the first lower degree wave structure. Before we come back to this area, just give me a moment, please, to quickly run through the larger degree counts. Always try and keep the bigger picture in mind. It helps us decide where we are for, and it helps heavily trade with confidence. Right, so that's exactly now, but ideally the next larger move should be 5 waves lower from here. It's just less than 24 hours where we're talking or expecting a reaction around 61.8%. That is what exactly has come through. So even in today's Tokyo and London, we're talking about the target for base was around 1.7, 47 or 50 zone. It's been taken out easily. I think the first now. First lower degree impulse wave should be good to go for a counter trend rally and an optimized entry for the short side would be somewhere around 108 50 60 mark. That's the optimized entry. All right, the risk now with absolute confidence we can find risk zone to be 109. Have your stop losses about 50 side, please. So dollar index good to remain on the short side. gold has done what we were discussing, but it has very fast. It has done very quickly. We've done larger degree wave counts already. To save some time, I can straight away go back to the hourly chart. In the last session, London session, we were talking about wave one, lower degree in place, wave two, lower degree in place. So that was wave one, uh, wave two, degree, all right. And we were fancying going short. We were somewhere here down the London session, and we wanted to go short around the 50 mark. Do you see that rally nicely materializing around 264950 zone? We wanted to initiate shorts here with the stop loss there right around 2680 mark. Quick touch base to 2650, boom lower 2612, bears are back in control. Ideally, if this is an expanded flat, there will be a retest of 50-55 zone, but otherwise, the prices would ideally stay below that 50 mark going forward. So what eventually is going to happen is that we've got wave one in place, lower degree wave two in place, and the third wave is most probably underway. So unless it is expanded flat in the making, maybe a retest, but ideally prices would stay below 2680. So your risk stays just about that. But gold is good to sell on rallies towards the minor wave four, which we have been discussing. I'll quickly run through the larger degree counts again for those who are just fresh. It is sell, that is minor wave one, minor wave two, right up there, minor wave three. We are now looking towards minor wave four, somewhere around the 2450s. The bulls are back to wave five high. This is what this is where prices should settle down the mid 2400s. So unless something happening in terms of the patterns, 2680 and 2730 would be acting as a strong resistances going forward. All right, the larger degree trend remains up. We still have one more move on the long side. This is not the correct price to enter buying. If you want to buy towards the larger degree trend, you must wait for 2500 at least, and then turn long. Another 100 points, 120 points still left, or at least. All right. Now, before we go to the cryptos, at least we can have a good. First things that are suggesting that primary waves are complete at the minor degree at least. I'm going to take. I've taken liberty to print 5, but it can also be just about way, maybe bent out, but always remain for a potential test of that high or a new high before price action reverses. But if you look at the last area, just after the fourth wave here, then there is no overlapping here. Now, this is the only doubt I have. I can count 5 waves. I can change the degree here to a minute level. And the only issue is on the last wave. Now, is it a wave 5 complete, or is it still working on the fourth wave, and we're going to see a fifth wave rally? That's the only doubt I have. So that's why a question mark, fifth wave at one higher degree could still be in the making. So in that case, it will be wave 1, 2, and then the third wave right there, and ABC wave 4, and then just 40, 44, 600. All right. But the most important thing is we might be just one high away. If you look at the hourly chart, then there's a lot of overlapping going on right now. I mean, if you look at this zone, there is no impulse. You see ABC, three waves, ABC, three waves, ABC, three waves. So it's all a lot of corrective waves, ABC, a lot of overlapping going on. You never know if this is just a just wave two of a lesser degree in the making, and we might have just got an impulse lower already. So be very careful, as I told in the last two sessions, in fact, more since last Friday. Be very careful to be on the long side. We just have completed the rally at different degrees around the 44,600 mark, or maybe we are just one high away before a major reversal uh, uh, coming soon. All right, most stories are the same on the SPX, one SPX futures. Again, you see that way and this activity. This is a typical. It's either wave four in the making. You can see a lot of overlapping. It could be a triangle wave four. So we have wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, and maybe one more high to complete the five wave rally. All right. But overall, if you look at the structure, we've got wave one, minor, wave two, all the way wave three, wave four, and wave five. I need to just change the degree a bit from minute to minor. As discussed the last session as well, Elliot wave may not be the best trading tool or analysis tool, but it's one of the best to identify major turns of the markets. And we are just about at that level in global indices. All right. So be very watchful. Maybe we are just one high away, and we'll touch base with the price action and immediately bring up. You're going to meet three times a day, so we'll make sure that we don't miss out on a top and reversal in all three major indices. Okay, let's just a moment. let's look into Bitcoin now. So Bitcoin, the first degree counts joining in for the first time. The fifth wave is on at minor degree. This is one, minor degree one, minor degree two, 3, 4, and minor 5 over here. 120, and the fifth of wave, this one, and so if you have been on the long side, which we have suggested since, you should stop loss, keep your stop loss tight just below that low around 92, just around 90,000. Maybe you can even choose to bring it to the break even. Price action pushes above 108, right? And resistance going to be seen very strong from 115 or between 115 and 125. So be a bit careful around that zone, all right? But one high, as we suggested in Bitcoin since Friday, it could be on its way. Ethereum lines, one more high could be left around the 4,300 mark, all right? We've got minor wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, and minute wave 1, 2, 3, and 4 also in play. Minute wave 5 of minor wave 5 is progressing. Watch out for 2,700 levels. We need to stay above that mark all the time. Otherwise, it would be the first sign for a turnaround. All right, but your profit should be booked around 4,300 if you're on the long side. Yeah, we'll take a look at Solana now. I really like the wave structure of Solana. I keep saying that every time I see this chart. This is a classic book example of a beautiful impulse in the making. Uh, impulse waves are like that. They are very sharp. They mean real business. They don't waste time at all. And then the corrections. This is a typical correction. 5, 3, 3, 3, 3. So it could be a W or 5, 5, 3, 5s. That's a zigzag. And then look at the third wave. Third wave is the largest and the sharpest according to the theory of Elliot wave principle. Most of the time, the third wave is extended, and even most of the time, the third wave is also an extension. So you cannot bring a more better example than Solana or to compare wave model. So finally, as discussed last time, if fifth wave, if the fifth wave is in progress, we are going to see one more high print above 270. But for that case to remain valid, prices should stay all the time above 164. So be a bit careful. If you're on the long side, have your stop loss right below that low, 175, and let the profits run and keep moving your stop losses uh, with each high actually. Right now it should be around 175. A break above, let me bring it down to a shorter time frame. Okay, the moment prices break above 233, you can bring the stop loss to a break even and then allow for a retracement towards 270. We'll again touch base with the price action tomorrow, but don't just stay long with a stop loss here. Try and be at a break even or lock some of your profits. All right, just in case if prices reverse uh, down to that line 161, you don't want to be losing out on the trade. Okay, it looks like there could be one more high in the making, but from here it's wave one, wave two, that is wave three, four. We still have one more high. Yes, it's quite possible. Be careful, this is the fifth wave in the making. So to till the last target. All right, ladies and gents, thank you again for being. If you have any questions, uh, I'd
Thank you.
like to take them. Igor, if there are any questions.
Thank you very much, SPDas. So just a quick update. While you were doing the session, our streaming provider did take us offline from X again. So I think I've made a formal decision that we're just going to go ahead and switch it over to another provider so that we don't experience this issue again, especially for the next session today and going forward. So that should be resolved.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, and it's fine. I we'll get that sorted out. I feel like we shouldn't take any questions today, just to kind of wrap it up. There's a few meetings with some developers and brokers that I need to attend, and I know that you have a lot of things to do as well. So why don't we regroup again later on today, or I guess tomorrow?
sure, sure, no problem. So let's call this session for now, and we'll be back again. The next one, the Tokyo Sydney overlap.
Excellent. Thank you very much,